one person that I think that might be a little happy that he's in power and that is hoping that, an old friend remembers him is your boy Puff Daddy.
Oh.
What do you think
So
about
what
what's
you
going
think?
on with that?
Okay, so, I mean, just me knowing that Puff and Trump have a long time
Yes,
relationship
they do.
where, you know, okay, these are all my opinions and
Yes, of
just,
course.
lifestyles that I've been around and just, things, so, give or say, I'm talking shit. However, they are off of,
It's our opinion,
actual
the
shit,
people, what we see.
but they've been friends to where Puff used to come in the studio complaining like, yo, I hate hanging out with Puff because that nigga, he's like, I hate hanging out with Trump because that nigga be making me spend my money. So, once you start playing on that game with them levels of people, but yeah, they've been friends for a long time. However, I guess if Puff called me, be like, yo, don't let them play me. If he party niggas, I guess he would.
Yeah.
However, he probably would, because don't they say that Puff got all the little
Yeah.
Indiandos waiting for everybody, if anybody, or whatever. But, I don't know. Puff fucked up.
You think
with
Trump on
somebody.
some of those tapes?
Of course. Of course. Trump nasty ass always talking about, and that's the thing, that nigga don't give a fuck, because he done talk
grab a
about
woman
grabbing
by his
pussies
coochie.
and all, and he
that
done
was-
said it all, where there's
Yeah.
no respect level, but Trump is like what's the Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, absolutely.
He next in line with Hugh Hefner, you mad
he
as
got
well.
some of that in him. He got some of that in him. But
we know all of Trump women, but I could see if Trump could, yeah, he would. If he would, if he would, and Puff would call his ass, and they probably got some shit together.
I'm still, for the life of me, I've never actually seen anything like this in hip hop. It's really amazing to watch it on real time because I don't know what I'm watching. Are we watching the deliberate destruction of moguls that are powerful for our people? Or are we watching the chicken come home to roost? Are we watching the devil come back and get his, price? It's like, what are we watching right now? Now Jay-Z is in it, and some of the things that they allege with these guys, like with children, what do you think about some of that stuff?
Okay, so it's a certain lifestyle, of course. Now, you could go with thinking that because all of our powerful black entertainers, something just went wrong where it didn't make sense. Michael Jackson wanting to own all his shit, and then all of a sudden they was making them weird. It goes back to where if you've really been around Michael, you would never think he was a molester, to the story they painted over him, where they always mess with their lifestyle, their profile, their what's the other word I'm looking for? Their image. Sorry to say, I'm a woman, but a lot of women might not agree how I think or whatever, but sorry to say, Bill Cosby, with them saying he gave him something. No, everybody was doing coke, and you just pissed because you didn't get your gameplay. However, it all happened where Bill Cosby wanted to own networks, and not like now it's a different game where everybody having a network, but then he wanted to do some serious shit, and then they started fucking with his image, and all type of shit came out, and then like women in the cut waiting, i.e. let's go to Puff. Sorry to say, yes, you can't go to jail for being a narcissist. Yes, Puff is a narcissist. Yes, Puff most of these people in this music business, they have that. The business makes them like that with just how the game go, where your artists, even though artists get mad that they getting fucked over, no, at the beginning of the day, this money all come from a certain tree and a certain where they really put in a lot of money and they got to get their money back. So you get to have a piece of it and be on it, but you got to be smart how you work if you get signed or whatever. You got to have a team that know how to work the label, but a lot of people just sit down and wait for the label to work for them when they get signed. So that's where the confusion gets. And everybody know, being around Puff, it's a certain lifestyle. You're a part of that lifestyle. Everybody getting on the plane, everybody getting, it's that lifestyle. However, now it's coming out that because Puff wanted to do a certain type of black politician party, and they're always at our top black people. It go in the game. It go in the game. Yes, he had access to do whatever, and he just played they game, and somebody's at him because they all doing the same thing he doing. Why is Puff getting fucked over for all this type of shit when they all do it? On the level where I've been at philanthropy events where they're talking about the sex trafficking and who's involved, politicians and all, but they after Puff for what Elvis Presley started. Fucking Marie Presley at a young age, So it's sad we never know. However, I'm going to get to Cassie. That was a setup. Not to say it was a setup, but why it took that long. Just kind of comparing to like them chicks sitting on the side waiting to get Bill Cosby. I hate to say, Aaliyah parents and all, when she was getting in the game. Cassie, her parents were involved when she was getting in the game. I'm sorry to say, Cassie's a pretty girl, and she probably thought she could run Puff, and Puff don't give a fuck about no prettiness or whatever. And it's a hard game where they, when you on that level. So I just say that Puff fucked over somebody because he be playing that real game. Diageo, the liquor companies, that's mafia. You never know. Mm-hmm. It's just so many aspects of where, and then he's a cocky nigga.
Yeah.
He's a real cocky nigga. So maybe he rubbed somebody the wrong way. But again, it's just he playing that same game they all play. So right now it look like they picking on the nigga. And a lot of people are like, oh, he's narcissist, he deserves it. Yeah, he fucked up. I'm mad because, I love all his shit and all the shit, the power, not the power, but our music. That's our livelihood.
Yeah, legendary, yeah.
That's our...
He's a part of almost the last 10 that hit from the last 20 to 30 years.
And he's still,
30s,
when you look at it, when you look behind
yeah.
some of these artists, some of the hot artists, it's because of him.
Yeah, for our age, definitely our lifetime. Yeah,
even the ones now. I'm not good with all these names, but what's the light-skinned rapper? He say oh my God, light skin. He do a lot of songs. He did the video with the African kids. He had the African kids in his video. But Puff is around behind a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He give a lot of opportunities, So it's sad. However, damn, nigga, you just went too far or whatever the fuck. And wasn't doing it right.
What about Jay? What he do?
Well, I say it's kind of easy for them to wrap him in because he's in the game. And, it's a lot of shit behind the whole Beyonce and Jay-Z thing and, their love life and all. So it could be, I look at them as a clean money-making couple and on another level because of the business things that they're in behind the scene, attached to the banks, attached to the basketball, and it goes on and on and on of the level of things they're attached to, even with the way they're moving smart with their daughter, making her have Grammys and all of that, connecting their generational wealth where they're an easy target. Either they're being an easy target or you never know because these niggas and whatever you do in the dark eventually come out. And these niggas in this business, women in this business, it's a vulnerable situation. You want it, bitches be wanting it, and niggas be playing the game because they could do it. So a lot of time people play pussy and get fucked, and then there's some lucky people.